I guess I'm on a 70s Crichton kick because a couple of months ago I watched Andromeda Strain, and then last night I watched Coma. I hadn't seen it before, and it certainly delivered on 70s thriller charm. There are a couple of things I really liked about this movie. First of all, the direction grew on me. I didn't like it at first, and when the movie ended, I thought it was bad, and the more I thought about it, the better it got. For example, the first hour of the movie, there's no music. It's all natural sound of being in a hospital. Footsteps on tile, people talking, machines beeping and blooping. It's very real, it's very natural, it's very Tay. Then after that hour, there's this jarring cut and this incredible musical onslaught, and it's one overwhelming orchestral music cue after another. Which eventually settles into like a decent 70s thriller score with piano notes lingering. Now, Michael Crichton, who directed this, delivered on some pretty iconic visual imagery and some striking sequences, so all credit to him. I also love the gender politics in this movie, which I thought were really interesting. Geneviève Bujold, yes, I had to look that up, was an amazing actress and turned in an incredible performance. It's a little bit shocking that like 3 minutes into the movie, she's buck naked in a shower scene, but it's not a hot, steamy shower scene. She's dressing down Michael Douglas and their relationship. She's dominating him. She's being cold and distant while at the same time being vulnerable and literally naked. It's a really cool moment overall.
You start dinner?
What?
I said, did you start dinner?
Did you hear anything I said?
It's right in the
I was trying to
refrigerator,
tell you.
Mark. Just heat it up. It's already cooked.
A few minutes later, there's another hot button issue when one of her friends decides to have an abortion. Now, the rest of the movie, it's referred to as a routine medical procedure, and I just can't imagine a movie being made today that would treat it so casually and cavalierly. Bujold is a strong, naked, smart, competent, sexually empowered woman in this film. It's really cool to see a character like that in any movie, much less one from 1978. Also, is this the greatest Michael Douglas's hair has ever looked? It's distractingly amazing. So I'm going to assume you've seen this movie and talk a little bit about the ending. No big surprise, there is a 70s conspiracy going on, and Bujold uncovers it. Towards the end, she's drugged and forced to submit to just some of the most incongruous monologuing I've seen from a villain in a long time. What he's explaining and what he's justifying is not the conspiracy she uncovered. The conspiracy she uncovered is pretty banal in its simplicity. It's a pretty straightforward money-making scheme. This actually makes it better, in my opinion. It makes it feel more real. It makes it feel like the motivations of the people she's against are something you can relate to and not something wholly abstract. But the speech that Richard Widmark is giving is about, like, high-minded ideals regarding experts and the public's ignorance and who determines what science can do and all of these things at a really high-minded, abstract level, when really they're just selling organs. It's not that complicated. At some point, I kind of wanted her to stop and be like, what are you talking about? And for Widmark to sort of catch himself and go, oh, you uncovered the organ conspiracy. That's a different speech. That was, what I was talking about was something, it's a different movie. I've got the organ speech around here somewhere. So it's not perfect, but it's a really fun movie, and it's dated enough to give you all your 70s kicks. But it's also, progressive enough to still feel modern.